Hi everyone, and welcome to NTR455 Retail Food Service Operations. My name is Tracy Gergich, and I will be your instructor for this course. I wanted to provide a brief introduction of myself as well as how this course will function. I am an associate teaching professor here at the College of Health Solutions, and I'm also a registered dietitian. Most of my professional history prior to coming to ASU is within the food service operation or food service environment. Mine was mostly in school food, but I do have an understanding of retail food service as well. I also teach NTR445, Management of Food Service Systems, that many of you may have taken or will take. So a little bit about this class and the way it's set up. Each week you will have a discussion forum, sometimes also called discussion boards, that includes components of a business plan, which I'll talk about in just a minute. You have readings and lectures to read and review. There will be a quiz, and each week you will have multiple attempts for that quiz to ensure your understanding of what you had read and heard on the lectures. And then you'll have a self-assessment, which is the main part of your grading for this class. So how this is actually set up is the readings and lectures. You'll hear the course designer of this class. Her name's Kathy Dixon. Some of you may have had her. She's the one who developed this course from the beginning. So she has recorded all of the readings or all the lectures that you're going to listen to. And she has set up that this class really is designing a business plan for a retail food service operation. And you'll be doing that essentially every single week. So you're designing your own business, and there's a full description of what you guys are going to be completing in Module 0. As far as the business plan, it should be food related since this is a food service course. So think about what kind of food service operation you might want to run in the future. Can be really anything. There are some guidelines that are put in the full description in the Module 0. So make sure you read over that before you start thinking about what kind of business you're going to create. We want you to think this through, this business plan to be well researched. So you need to think about the area you want to have it in or place it in, your competition potentially. What are your needs and requirements? Do you need amount of staff and what level of expertise or skill level? A lot of the things that we've talked about in other classes. So like in management and leadership, you guys would have learned about different management styles and how to lead and to manage individuals, which goes into, how many individuals you can lead and manage at one point in time successfully. In 445, we talk about, developing menus and things to think about in that menu development. So all of those things you're going to apply here in this class and actually put it in, how you would actually create your own business. So that's the main part of this class. You will have obviously some quizzes to review concepts that we've been talking about in the lectures. And the self-assessments are just kind of giving a pulse of how well you think this is going, areas that you need maybe to think a little bit more about as part of your business plan. And the discussion forums are set up in groups. This is a fairly large course, and so in order to make it a little bit more doable for you all, we put you into groups so you're not reading 75 different business plans and having to comment on a few of them. You're going to read a handful of business plans for that specific week, and a handful are going to read yours, and then you're going to provide meaningful feedback to a few individuals about their thoughts and their business plans that they put forth that week. Hopefully to be truthfully things that can make a difference and things that will actually be applicable and helpful to make your business plan a success. I have a TA that will be assisting me with the discussion forum grading. So just know that you might see Amanda is her name. You might see her pop in and out of some discussion forums as well as myself that will be providing feedback as you go through. So unlike some classes where you have assignments that are written every week and submitted through Canvas, your business plan is actually going to be submitted through the discussion forums with your groups, where you're going to give some critiques and feedback, because quite frankly, this is supposed to be creative, right? And there's really no right or wrong. There might just be things to think about or to enhance or to expand on, and not necessarily whether or not you got the question correct or not. So it's meant to be more fluid and meant to be more innovative as you progress through the semester. So at the very end, you will have a final presentation that you'll give, just a video recording around, minute and a half to 2 minutes. That's a full pitch of your business. So this is something that you're going to have probably down pat, hopefully by the end of the session, well researched and thought through as far as your type and business and where it's at. And we gave you some parameters of things that you need to address in that final presentation. But it's essentially selling it to your listeners and why they should invest in your business plan. So with that, please read over the syllabus, go over the first module, and please reach out via email if you have any questions. My email is listed there on the screen. And no, my last name is not a typo. It just looks wrong. So if you have it typed in and it looks wrong, you've got it correct. It's pronounced Gergich. I get that every year, all the time actually, that it looks like it's missing a vowel. It's not. So if it looks wrong, you've got it ready to go. Have a great session. Please reach out, and I look forward to reading about your business plans.